So in this video I want to take you to the process of making a professional trouser pocket. So first things first, we are measuring the length starting from where I made the notch. You can see I added a little extra 1 inches for the overlap. So this is 7 inches length and then 2 inches width, or should I say wideness, 2 inches wideness, excluding the 1 inch that I added. That one is purposely for, so I'll show you the process or the reason why I added the 1 inches when I'm done with the fabric. Okay, so stay with me. Now I'm making a notch at the 2 inches. Right now, the reason why we make a notch here is to know the exact point where the pocket is extending to. Alright, so this is the front side and I'm adding my pepper gun to the wrong side. Okay, so as you can see in the video, starting from where I made a notch to the other point, I'm adding my pepper gum. Now the reason why I add the pepper gum is to make the pocket, the edges of the pocket, a little bit firm. Alright, so it is important that you add pepper gum to your pocket before stitching. Alright, so as a tailor, you need ironing. It is very important that you iron while sewing because it's easier. When you're ironing while you're sewing, you probably will not even need to iron when you're done sewing the fabric. So instead of waiting when you're done with the fabric to iron, it is better you do the ironing while you are sewing the fabric. Okay, so now give it a proper thorough ironing. Make sure that the gum, the pepper gum is glued properly to the fabric, as you can see in the video. Now remember, it is the two sides of the trouser, so I'll be doing the same process on the other side of the trouser, but in order to make this video shorter, I will not be showing the process since it is the same thing that we're doing. Okay, so yeah, so we are done with the gumming. As you can see how smooth the edges are looking and firm as well. Alright, so this is the fabric we are using. It is called the pocketing for my side. You can call it a lining, but this one is a little stiff and thicker than the regular lining. Yeah, so it is width of 7 inches and a length of 14 inches. Alright, as you can see in the video. So it is also 2 because the fabric I'm putting in the pocket is 2 as well, but I'll be using only 1 because I'll be showing you only one side of the trouser because it is the same thing and I don't want this video to be longer than it should be. Okay, so this is what I want to do. Let me just show you what I want to do before I go to the machine. This is exactly what I want to achieve. You can see where the fabric is stopping. I mean the lining, you can see where it's stopping. It is not extending to the extra 1 inch that I added. You can see. Yeah, so this exactly where it's going to stop, and then I'll fold it over and run my stitches on the edges smoothly. You understand? So this extra 1 inch is serving as an overlap to cover this different colored fabric properly. Now at the end we are going to fold it over this way. Alright, now this is the fabric I'm using to cover the other side. I may not have used this, or I will probably not use this if I was using the same fabric for the pocket. Okay, so you can see that I weaved the edges, okay, because it is important that you weave it so that it will not make your work rough or untidy. Okay, so now we are going to do this stitching aspect just as I showed you before. This is how we are going to be placing it. You can see I excluded the 1 inch extra, and then I'm going to fold it carefully. Alright, and then run my stitches on the edges. Now you can see how smooth the edges is looking already because of the gum stain that I added to the edge. Now it's also important that you lock your stitches. Makes it look smooth and nice as well. Alright, so we're going to do just that, as you can see in the video. Once you follow the easy process, I may not be giving the actual explanation easily, but once you follow what you're saying in the video, you will be able to understand it smoothly. Now we've done with the edges. Now we are going to sew the side. Yeah, so once you're done with the side, as you can see, we are done with this. It's very simple and easy process to make a trouser pocket. Very easy. Now this is how it should be. Alright, now the extra fabric that I weaved is what I'm going to use to cover these exposed parts of the lining that I'm showing. Alright, so I'm going to add it to the fabric. Alright, so we are going to sew the inner side. We're going to be stitching the side that is facing inwards to the pocket, which is also the curvy part. You understand? Just as you can see in the video, it must not be shaped this way. It could be 4 corner or any shape possible, but the most important is it should be able to cover the lining that is going to be exposed. Yeah, so once you're done with that, our pocket is 70% ready. We are cutting off the extras and making it look smooth and nice. Now this is how it should be at the end. Alright, yeah, so this is exactly what we want to achieve. So the pocket is almost ready now, but instead of stitching it this particular way, as you can see in the video, instead of doing it this way, you're going to turn it over to the other side, as you can see. Now flipping it to the other side, you're now going to close the down part of it. Right, as you can see in the video. And you can decide to make it a 4 corner shape or the U shape that you're seeing in the video. Now you stop at that point. You can pause the video and see exactly what I'm doing. We are going to cut off the extras. Please don't get used to cutting the thread with your hands. Alright, so we are cutting off the extras. And then you are going to turn it over to the actual side that you should face. Alright, now as you can see, now that we've done this, using this particular process and procedure, you have hidden the thread or the stitches that you used to close the pocket has been invisible now. You understand? So that's like the professional way of making a pocket, make it look smooth. This process make, even if you flip your pocket over, you can see, even if you turn the trouser over, you will not see stitches or untidy outfit. You understand? So this makes it look clean and smooth. Now we're going to close the upper side. Please, I'm having a little cough, so you don't mind my voice. It may be breaking a little bit. Yeah, so I'm going to be stitching this other side. Now I don't know for other persons, but I also double stitch the pockets even after doing the other stitch. Yeah, I don't know why, but I've gotten used to it. But it's necessarily not important. If you don't want to, then you might want to leave it that way. Alright, yeah, so our pocket is ready. Now this is a professional way of fixing a trouser pocket. Best way ever. Smooth, easy and fast. Okay, now cutting off all the excesses and then going to weave the trouser. I usually weave my trousers after I've fixed the pocket rather. Yeah, so I'm just going to do that and show you the final look. Yeah, so this is what it looks like after everything. Now you can see how it looks like behind. The back of it is looking smooth and clean, as you can see. Now this is the reason why we added an extra 1 inch. You can see that even looking into the pocket, you're not seeing the other fabric that was used for the pocket. Please like, share and comment. Thank you.